Gonna hit the road, learn about life and the universe. Gonna put our money in a skin-colored purse. Gonna do something brave. Gonna face our fears. Gonna step up, be men, and take a gap year.
Hold on. These guys just going on a holiday?
No, it's a gap year. Enrich our minds, maybe catch a play.
It really does sound like it's a holiday.
No, because we're gonna see the USA in an educational way.
It's the definition of a holiday.
We'll research American beers, so let's have 3 cheers as it's perfectly clear that we're definitely on a gap year. Holiday! Gap year! Gap year! Gap year! Stop it! Gap year, please.
The very last episode of our gap year in New York City. We're back in the plastics factory, already mixing things up because we've started standing up. I don't
Get a load of it.
quite know why, though.
Well, we're standing up. Oh, that was easy.
earlier.
Well, that's all we'll do for the rest of the night. We'll just stand up, sit down, stand up. If it gets a cheer. Standing up, Ando, because obviously episode 10, it's our specstravaganza. You need crazy stuff. You need special stuff on your final episode of the series. People are comparing us to Oprah.
No one. No one would compare us to Oprah.
I have been a lot.
Why?
And I got some bad news, my friend.
Yeah.
We've come up pretty short. People right now are looking at us going, they're not even worth half an Oprah, which makes us not even worth quarter of an Oprah separately.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible thing to have to live with. But you're right. I mean, Oprah, she gives away cars.
Again, I don't think people are comparing us
Yeah,
to Oprah.
but she does great stuff. Of course they're not, because we're not doing enough Oprah-type stuff. We're not, what can we do, though? We're just 2 guys here. We've got no chance to reach those heights of her car giveaways and stuff like that. I mean, we're just here in a plastics factory.
Yeah.
And we can't give away... Wait a second. Everyone, look under your seats right now. Look under your seats. Free plastic. It's free plastic. Free plastic. It's free plastic.
It's the opposite of elastic. So just take it to your luggage and pack it. Great idea. I think it's really fantastic. Oprah quote. Everybody gets free plastic.
Oh my God. Oh, unbelievable. That's it, guys. Calm down. Calm down.
I think everyone's pretty calm.
Oh,
What have you given them?
that's scraps from downstairs from the plastics factory. But thank you.
Everybody!
Not free either.
No.
Not expensive, but not free. Just enjoy it, guys. We're all
Okay.
here travelling with part
We
of
get
the
it,
team.
we get it, mate. Everybody's
No.
as per usual. The Busketeers are in the house.
Thank you.
Well,
Stupid. So dumb to start on such a high, because now it just all sort of slides off from there.
well, no, it doesn't.
Does it?
Okay. We would normally do a little thing over here with that. That's not
No, you
happening
can't,
anymore?
you can't top it. Plastics giveaway.
Well, tonight's show, everybody, we are excited because we're going to find out whether Hamish does make it into the Magic Castle, which we're pumped about. Also, our final Hamish versus Andy, where Haim and I literally had a race to sleep this
Thrilling.
week.
So thrilling.
But before all that, Haim, we managed to achieve something this week, or attempt something that we've been wanting to do since the day we arrived in New York City.
Something that had been intimidating Ando and I is, here in New York there is a street basketball court called The Cage.
Yeah.
It's ferocious. Well, I mean, not when anyone's not in it, it's just a cyclone fence and a basketball court. But when there are players inside, it's a very fierce brand of basketball that they play in there.
It is intense, and anyone's allowed to go and play there, but the fact that it's quite intense means only really good, athletic, tough, talented basketballs go down there. Hamish and I thought we'd catch them out on the loophole of anyone could go down. And so
Technically, we're still anyone.
Yeah, we're still anyone. And so we tested that theory, both of us with Cackling Jack, to have a 3-on-3 bout in the cage.
On the corner of 4th and 6th lies the cage, a basketball court renowned for being the most physical and aggressive in New York City. Due to the large number of players who come to play here, competition for playing time is stiff, and losing players rarely get to play twice in a row.
How do we get on? How do we get in there?
Go in there, just walk in, say I'm out there.
And anyone can play?
Anybody can play, yeah.
How good is everyone in there? Like, are they pretty good?
It can get competitive.
Yeah, real intense.
This game, there seems to be a little bit of pushing and shoving. You know,
That's one thing, they play dirty in there.
they play dirty in there.
You got a guy who's on house arrest on the court.
You got a what?
A guy who's on house arrest, yeah.
Where?
Right there with the
Guy
white,
with the Brooklyn
white
shirt.
Oh, that's his tag on his ankle. He's on house arrest.
Seriously,
Is he allowed to be out?
I guess so.
This is his recreational hour.
Unless this is his house.
Seems like our kind of crew. We stepped in confidently, indicated we had the flexibility to play, and we were met by a fellow called Worthy.
Worthy, do you kind of control the courts?
Yes, I do.
And how is it controlled?
I see what we do here is I keep the list and I get people on the court.
Yeah, okay.
So if there's new people in here, I get you on the court right away.
People were laughing at us outside when they saw us, almost the same way that people laughed at people that were going into the Colosseum before the gladiators tore them apart.
But that's love, though.
That's love.
I call that love.
But despite the 100 people on the other side of the fence, there are a group of guys that are given the only seats on the court. And what are their names? Seat guys? Court sitters? No, legends. I was trying pretty hard to impress them.
You've got a tag.
Thanks, mate. I'll keep distracting him. Yeah, so I've been playing basketball for a long time. Thanks, mate. Good team, good hustle.
How much do you pay for these seats for the season?
Oh, these seats go to the legends. We don't pay anything. We put in time here.
So you're one of the legends.
Oh, I've been here since '76.
How many consecutive hours, days, weeks do you reckon you've spent on this court?
When I was younger, practically every day.
You've seen the guys we're about to play. You've seen us. Our first impressions. Who do you think is going to take this game out?
Who are you playing against? I didn't see everybody you're playing against.
Great question, legend. We were set to play against Wycliffe,
Ooh, bit of a fatty.
Magic,
Yep, that's fine, not scared of the name.
and Beanie.
Where's your beanie, Beanie?
I'm glad you were confident, Hame. We got some final tips regardless.
Use your strength and take away theirs.
Yeah, great.
And you're good to go.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your strength?
Sudoku. You might be able to. Talk it up. Offer. Challenge.
Minutes later, our number was called, and our game in the cage was on.
We got this. We've been training for this for a long time.
No, we haven't.
By the power invested in me and Andrew Gase, and to a lesser extent, Leonard Copeland. Let's get out there.
Okay.
Basketball.
All right, let's basketball.
That's you, Andy. I wonder what the ball feels like. What does the ball feel like?
This game is boring.
We hadn't scored a single point and looked to Worthy for some miracle advice.
Find a way to get some baskets and get back in this game. There's no quitting in the cage. You didn't come all the way from square to quit. You came here to give these people a performance. Look at all these people in the cage.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't get this. Let's go. Hard work. Hard work. Let's
Inspirational
go, man.
speech, check.
Asthma inhaler? Check.
Time to be breathtaking.
That's what they're doing now. Here we go. Your shot. Good shot.
Worthy was right. You never give up in the cage. We felt alive. Nothing could stop us. Except the end of the match.
That's good, though. That's good.
Good shooting, Magic.
Confucius says that the more you lose in life, the more you win. But I don't know if Confucius played basketball because this did seem like a pretty straight across-the-board loss. So, time for plan B.
Alan.
What's up, man?
Andy.
How you doing?
Thanks so much for doing this.
Thanks for doing this, Alan.
Everyone meet Alan Houston, two-time NBA All-Star, gold medal winner for the US Dream Team, one of the all-time greats for the New York Knicks, and replacement player for our butler Cackling Jack. It was definitely time for a surprise rematch.
We just come off getting crunched in a game of basketball,
Yeah.
a place called the Cage. And if you lose a game, the best thing to do is buy more players. We'd gone out and got a professional star.
we had me already, a bit of a professional star, great track record in sports.
Really? Didn't you do you did circus tricks instead of sport at school?
Yeah, that's when I got to high school, Andy, because I'd already mastered sports at primary school. I guess winning a red ribbon in tunnel ball means nothing. It does, actually. It was a participation ribbon.
In the attempt to win, we headed back to the cage.
Cage on West 4th, we'd just been annihilated in our very first basketball match. And what do you do when you lose a basketball game? You get an NBA All-Star to join your team for a rematch.
Remember, kids, when using Alan Houston as your ringer, always allow half an hour for photos and autographs.
Alan's a hero around here. One of the great ex-Knicks players.
There he is. Just our buddy Alan Houston.
Having introduced our NBA secret weapon, it was time for our other secret weapon.
Olympic uniforms.
Here I got myself into.
What you do to basketball? That's nasty. Dude, really?
They loved it. It was time to play ball.
I think I'm in your head. Stop touching my boy, all right? You're my business. I'm blinding you.
Things were definitely not going to plan.
It's getting personal.
I can feel you.
It's getting personal.
I think you're touching my breasts.
How was this possible? We had an NBA player and we were still getting beaten. Time out, everyone.
Look, toughen up, guys. We got Alan Houston here with you. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Play hard.
Anything else? How about this for an idea?
My plan was so simple it was just crazy enough to work. Have Andy, an NBA basketballer Alan Houston, play basketball while I just distract Wycliffe. My plan was working, and I thought maybe even I could shoot a hoop.
You think I'm good enough? No. You ain't good enough. That's all right, though. You gotta keep playing.
Now, we decided to just let Alan keep doing what he was good at. And I stuck to my game.
I haven't seen you take a shot.
I don't need to take a shot. I don't need to take a shot.
Very angry cross between Papa Smurf and Santa.
Bizarrely enough, we were right back in this.
We got 4 points. That's it. 4 points. All right. It's a 1-point game, gentlemen.
There was 1 point in it. A huge crowd had gathered, and the next basket would win the match.
Looking for the game. Oh, that one. Let's see another Did you redeem yourself?
I felt like we redeemed ourselves.
You never know till it's over. That's the thing about sports.
Yeah.
You never know until it's over. It ain't over till it's over.
And you made it over.
He really nearly left me hanging. Great job, Alan. It's crunch time.
Yeah, remind Hillary of her barbecue offer is the important one.
Yeah.
And boy, have we got some good news. Haim, where do you think we were sitting at as far as how concerned we were about this?
We were above alert.
Yeah.
We were past concerned.
Yep.
We were even past starving. We were alarmed.
Yeah, we were.
That's where we were. We were beginning to get alarmed that Hillary Clinton might look like a big liar
Yes.
and not have us over for a barbecue.
We obviously drove down to DC last week to meet the Australian ambassador, Kim Beazley, to tell him about our plight. He passed it on to ex-Prime Minister Kevin Rudd. Both Kim and Kevin met up with Hillary this week at a conference.
Double K attack.
Double K attack it was.
If you are offended or if you're uneasy or you get nervous or scared watching awesome footage, look away now.
You know they know I'm right in the neighborhood. That is what Kim told me. I told Kim I would do something. One of the two. But he'd have to do the barbecue.
Yes! Thank you, Kevin Rudd, going for Cackling Jack's job as our butler, has passed on the message to Hillary Clinton, has reminded her, and bearing in mind that was the goal, has reminded her for a barbecue, get the tick stick. That sounds like a tick. However, obviously now still got empty stomachs.
Obviously she knows now, so we can expect a call. She's leaving it tight because there's only 7 days left, Ham. You and I thought we'd start a countdown to allow her time left to get the invite to us. The sausage clock is ready.
Begin the sausage clock.
Go.
You got 6 days, 20 hours to go. 56 seconds, Hillary.
Now let's move on.
She's taken a lot of risks in her career, but you wouldn't go against the sausage clock.
Hey, and the other one that's
we
really
should actually give that to Play School to put with the flour and the rocket after we're done with this.
The other one it's important to us is Hamish to gain membership to the Magic Castle in LA.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive club that only allows registered magicians to be inside.
People with skillful hands,
I
Andy.
booked an audition for Haim. It's coming up in a week. I've kind of lost him throughout the last few days. When we're in meetings, etc., he's not paying any attention whatsoever. He's just trying to do card tricks.
Focused.
And he does this cute little pout with his mouth when he's concentrating.
I have a dove hidden in my mouth. And when the time is right, I'll pull it out.
And what I'd seen, it's great, but I wasn't super impressed with. So I enlisted the help of another magician this week.
I was a little bit sceptical about this at first because he doesn't have a very magical name. Doug.
Yeah.
But I was wrong. Doug is a great magician. This is how he went. The Incredible Doug.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm Doug.
Nice
Fancy.
to meet you.
So good. That was decent.
Sorry about that.
Decent.
Yeah, you downgraded pretty quickly. You started with awesome and then you went, that's decent.
I was talking about the joke, not the trick.
Doug.
Just watching fumbling in the back end.
Yeah, there's a little bit of fumbling going
a
on.
little bit.
He is keen on getting in.
Okay.
And I want him to have the best chance. Do you have what it takes? Because I'm going to fly all the way to LA to do this again.
I think we can figure something out. Actually, we'll try this. I can't teach this part to you because this is a little bit different. But what's your favorite number up to 10?
7.
And of all the 7s, what's your favorite suit? Do you like
Love spades.
Do you want me to find it, or do you want to find it your choice?
I'll find it.
Reach in, take out any card you like. Out of all these, that's the one you want?
Oh, that's pretty good.
We can try and teach you a few things.
Do you like the 4 of clubs?
I do like the 4 of clubs.
What's this? It's a shorter trick.
You know, it's weird, though. Out of all the cards you could have named in my back pocket, look. I also had a 4 of clubs.
This is like Harry Potter at the end where it's just a magic off. Both equally as powerful, battling against each other. Don't you think?
Well, I was toning it down, actually.
This is magic.
But with only one week to go till I audition for the Magic Castle, shouldn't I be very good at magic by now? I don't know, you be the judge. What's your name?
Nikki.
Never met you before, have I, Nikki?
No.
Name any card.
10 of hearts.
Cool. Look under your chair. Just there, on your bag. What's that? What is it?
5 of spades.
Yes. Still, how did I get a card under your chair? Hamish versus Andy.
Big one this week, Andy. Yeah, big one this week. Hamish is up by 1 in the series of events we've been doing. This week, it was Subway Rodeo.
Yeah.
Who could stay upright longer, on the train with their arms and ankles bound as the
Tough game.
As the train took off? Sports fans, enjoy.
Well, it's 4 a.m. in New York City, and folks, that's prime time for Subway Rodeo as our brave competitors make their way underground. Here's Ryan Shelton with the rules.
Subway Rodeo sees two competitors each separately face the instability of the New York subway. With their arms and legs bound to their body, their challenge is to stay upright for as long as possible without falling over. The longest time will win the race. Back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, Blake is up first and being firmly bound to ensure no movement of the legs and arms. Let's cross to Ryan for a conditions report. Ryan.
I can't really hear you. It's a bit loud down here. Back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, as the first train pulls into the station, we're about ready for round one. Hamish taking position. The fans excited. He is set. And we are racing. Balance an issue immediately. Oh no, he's down. Not a good time from Blake. And giving one of the spectators more than he bargained for.
Wow, front row tickets. What do you pay for these seats?
No English, Spanish.
Wow, what an electric fan. Back to you.
Fans have traveled from all over the world to witness this event. Lee up now as he battles with indecision, but it looks like he's found his spot.
He's set!
Well, you heard the man. Lee is set. Lee straight down, but manages to pip Blake by 1/10 of a second. And after round one, Andy takes the lead. Well, the fans are begging for more as Lee re-enters the arena. And it looks like he's selected the reverse-inverse position. Oh, another heavy fall. This is certainly not for the faint-hearted.
The train driver's got it in for me. I'm not getting smooth takeoffs at all.
Lee is taking issue with today's train driver, Tony Valledo, who is a veteran of the sport but is known for his fast takeoffs. Blake now has his shot to even things up, and he looks confident.
That's it.
A light sequence has started. Can Blake find his form? Well, look at this. Blake using all his strength and years of experience. Wow, this is going to be a fantastic time. But can he keep it going as we approach the station? Oh, a very heavy fall for Blake, but an incredible time. The question is, at what cost?
A little bit woozy.
Blake's amazing effort has evened up the proceedings, taking us to a tiebreaker round.
In a tiebreak situation, the rules of Subway Rodeo stay the same, except for one important addition, the much-feared head sack.
Well, there it is, folks. The sack. Love it or hate it, you can't deny its entertainment potential. Lee is up first, and he looks to be using the hopping technique, which is, of course, allowed when wearing the sack. Oh, down he goes right into the door. Ryan, is he okay?
I want to dedicate this back to you.
A big hit on Andy, but an equally big time. Blake up now.
As Julia Gillard didn't say, give me the sack.
A political junkie at heart, Blake is moved into position. Hamish off to a dream start. This could be the end for Lee. As we approach the last station, can Blake hold on for the win? Oh, no, he's down, and it looks like he's made contact with a spectator, which would, of course, mean instant disqualification. Let's check the replay. Yes, disaster, as contact was certainly made. Blake is out, which of course means victory for Lee. Ryan.
Won by disqualification. It looks like you were going to win anyway, Andy. Well done.
Thank you very much. It's always good to break someone's ankle.
What a champion. Good sport. Back to you.
Well, that'll pretty much do it. And like I always say, rodeo over and out.
100-second New York lesson
has taught you a lot about New York, like this, and this, plus this, in addition to this, and this. And the last lesson will be on art. When you're in New York, you might want to explore your cultural side and see some art. Or, as some people have been immaturely referring to it as...
Farts?
No, art.
You're doing 100 seconds on farts?
No.
It's a pretty big fart.
No, art.
Yeah, a fart.
Classic.
It's art, and if you want to see some when you're in New York, you'll find it in some of the most beautiful art galleries in the world, which are here. Yep, that's them. Beautiful galleries. I reckon. But when you do visit these world-class galleries, it's very important that you know how to properly appreciate the art. No, that's not how you appreciate art. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that you've got to look at it for ages. You've got to tilt your head a lot and you've got to squint your eyes, okay? Are you dumb or something? That's common knowledge.
Because people are idiots, New York art galleries started providing suggested viewing lengths for each piece, along with a suggested number of head tilts and time spent squinting. With this in place, they believed everyone could properly appreciate the art.
Squint more than that, mate. More. Great. Good art, isn't it?
It's good.
Sometimes, however, art isn't presented conveniently in a gallery like this. As a matter of fact,
in New York, art can be found anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and know where to look for it. Like here. And here. And also here.
Can you help me, please? I think I'm seriously injured.
You'll be amazed at the sheer volume and diversity of different art you can find in this city. Oh, excuse me, someone's arting. Classic.
Final episode of Gap Year. Ryan, Shelton, wonderful stuff. Right, guys. Wonderful amount of lessons.
Obviously, a question on everyone's lips. All these lessons, 10 weeks. Do we see a 1,000-second DVD coming out?
Well, it's probably have to put them on a mini disc. Just a small 1,000-second mini disc would be the best way to probably release it. But no, answer to your question, no.
No, great. Well, just jump straight past the video disc.
It is the final episode of Gap Year from New York City. We only had one more thing to tick off on the to-do list. It's over next to Cackling Jack, our butler.
For the very last time, R2 to do.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Can't believe it's the 10th ep. Boop, boop. Robot tears.
Yeah, robot tears from R2 to do. Crazy time. What's the last thing on the list there, Jack?
Here we go. Hamish to gain magician membership to the Magic Castle.
It's true. So you've been practicing all week, Ham.
Here's the thing. It's a 5-minute audition. They want to see magic. Obviously, you can't do a 5-minute intro and go, we're out of time. So you can either choose 5 1-minute tricks, which requires a lot of remembering tricks, or, what I went for, 1 5-minute trick. I was taught a 5-minute long trick by my magical associate, Doug.
Was it really 5 minutes long, though?
It was sort of a 3.5-minute trick, but I was able to stretch it out to 5.
The problem with this trick, everybody, the problem for me is Hamish has performed it in front of me many, many times, and I'd say, at best, a 50% hit rate of the trick.
It's a complicated trick. It's a really complicated trick. Halfway through, you sort of know that it's going wrong and there's nothing you can do about it sometimes. Now, look, probably no guy likes to admit, no guy ever likes to say a sentence, it's 5 minutes at best and it's only impressive 50% of the time. But unfortunately, that was the situation I was left in.
Yeah, because we had to fly to LA. These auditions only happen once a month, so there was only one crack we'd be able to have at it.
Before we start, everyone think of a card. Here we are, in the magical kingdom of Los Angeles. We're only magical men with magical hearts and hands and...
Yeah, what Haim's trying to say is we were back at the Magic Castle.
How are you feeling?
I'm underprepared. You know I'm underprepared.
I do know
This
that.
has only been a couple of weeks. These people are good magicians. I don't have a lot of tricks. I'm just going to have to rely on a little bit of aceness.
Oh dear, things did not look good, and it was only an hour to the audition.
Name any card.
5 of spades.
4 of spades, that's very close.
Yeah, but you're just guessing. I don't want that in.
How's it going? I'm here to audition.
Magician.
I'm coming out of retirement.
Auditions are just around the back.
Oh, great.
Haim was shown to a room of nervous auditionees, and I was curious as to their preparation.
How many hours do you think you've spent on your particular routine? Or can't you measure it in hours? Is it days, is it weeks?
Yeah, it's 8 months.
8 months.
A couple hours a day minimum, probably.
8 months, huh? I was just looking for an 8. It's too far up in the middle of the deck.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to use fire in the audition?
No, not at all.
And I dropped down to 3 tricks from my previous 4.
There was a lot of actual decent magic in the room, and my intimidated friend called for backup.
Some of you might remember Rob from a few weeks ago when he was very impressed by my coin trickery.
A quarter.
That's sort of disgusting, isn't it?
How are you feeling, Hamish?
I'll be honest with you, a little bit underprepared. But that's when the real magic happens, isn't it?
Is that? I don't know. I try to be prepared all the time.
Yeah.
He's clowning around a bit.
Yeah, he's been serious up until now.
Seriously.
I'm ready to do the trick.
You've been clowning around.
I'm nervous,
I know, but don't. Channel and start focusing is my point. You do have enough tricks. This is my problem.
The problem is
He's
without
been practicing
fire.
every morning.
So I showed Rob my 5-minute routine, and thankfully it went right. Although statistically, with my 50% hit rate, that did mean it was due to now go wrong in the audition.
I don't know how to thank you. It helps me.
Hey.
It's absolutely priceless.
You gotta let me know what's happening.
Or is it not priceless?
It might have a money value. Just might keep that away from me.
After some final magic consultation, it was time.
You're up.
Now?
Just be serious, because we've come a long way for this and we need the pin.
Andy. Take it 3-easy.
Okay, go. I'll see you outside. Be brutally honest. Is it enough?
I think it's enough, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If the trick doesn't work, is that all over, do you think?
Yeah, basically.
With no cameras allowed in the secret rooms where the audition was held, I was left to wait outside and ponder Ham's chances. I thought back to early in the day where he showed me the trick. It was good, I think. I mean, there were clunky bits in the middle, but it was technically a trick that had worked, so they could go for it, maybe?
Hi, mate. Sorry it took a while.
It took a long time. You're in.
I'm in.
Someone at the audition. There's something better than you.
Rule number 68, always be humble about the pen. Oh, sorry about that.
Should we go in?
Ando, I would love to jack.
What?
That doesn't sound right.
Crazy to think that this journey had started just weeks ago at this very desk with a knockback. Since then, I'd come out of retirement, Magician Johnson had been born, I'd earned my way into the Magic Castle, and finally, earned us entry behind the magical sliding bookcase. Oh, by the way, was your card the 8 of Hearts?
Hamish versus Andy. The idea we had was a race to sleep. In fact, a cage match where both of us would be inside and see who could go to sleep first. To determine whether this was actually possible was the first step, wasn't it? It turns out it is. We went to the sleep science unit at NYU and met up with Dr. Rappaport and Boris. They have the technology to determine the precise moment someone goes to sleep.
Nice to meet you and nice for you to come.
Can you tell when someone is asleep?
Absolutely. We define sleep in all of the research that we do and all the clinical work by the brain waves. And yes, there's a rather sharp moment where things change from awake to asleep. When you actually go to sleep, see this change here from here to here? That's the beginning. So at this point, we'd be suspicious the person was going to be asleep.
Where I'm gonna touch my electrodes. This will show me when you fall asleep. Okay, you're ready.
And now you can see this kind of disappearing slowly. Somewhere around here is the point where we begin to call this sleep. Getting close. Got it.
30 seconds
30
there.
seconds. That's sort of what we're looking for in your competition.
Looking for from me. I mean,
So the science checks out. It does. The science works. Haim, you and I in preparation didn't sleep a wink the night before.
Yeah.
We didn't know how long the bout would go for. It could have gone for 10 hours. But for the final Hamish versus Andy for the season...
Real thriller for the audience.
Yes. It was quite epic.
And welcome to this extra special and deciding grand final race. Coming to you from New York City, this is sleep racing. As the fans take their seats around the cage, here's Ryan Shelton with the rules.
Sleep racing sees two very tired competitors in a no-holds-barred cage match to see who can fall asleep first. Players each have one assist to help them sleep and one distractor to hinder the other from doing so. There is no time limit, so first to sleep will win the race. Back to you.
Both Blake and Lee have not slept for 36 hours. They'll be connected to the latest technology and monitored by sleep experts, so we'll know exactly when they fall asleep. So let's meet our sleepers.
Hamish, snooze and boil Blake!
Hamish is a scrappy sleeper, but very effective with 12 knockout sleeps. Here comes his challenger.
Andy, the Slumberjack Lee!
Father was a champion sleep racer in the 70s.
Let's get ready to slumber!
This pumped-up crowd is desperate to see someone sleep today. And to keep things fair, our sleep experts, Dr. Rappaport and his assistant, Boris. Here we go, both competitors straight to their sleep zones and trying to get comfortable. Each snaking an early look, but neither gaining the upper hand at this stage. Dr. Rappaport has more.
Well, we're looking at the brain waves to see what's actually happening. As you can see, they're running around and we're not getting anything near sleep yet. But when they lie down, this will help us to tell what's going on.
Only 10 minutes in, Andy appears to be very comfortable and Hamish looks worried. The age-old question is, do you sleep or do you distract? He's chosen to distract. Ryan, what's he gonna do?
Hamish, can you tell us anything about this distraction?
It's a photo I took of myself. Nude.
Oh.
Well, Ryan is lost for words.
I'm pretty sure Andy might be able to sleep once he sees it.
Oh my Lord. Well, I am shocked and excited all at once. Andy playing some great defense, averting his gaze. Oh, Lee could not resist, and now, understandably, not only is he awake, he's possibly nauseous. Well, that image has burned into the memory of Andy. It looks like he's calling for his assist. Looks like a pillow, but not just any pillow, an armed pillow.
Never seen anything sadder. Andy's brought in Derek, his fake boyfriend.
Well, Derek appears to be working. Andy's brainwave activity is dramatically reducing. This is dangerous for Blake. Hamish needs something special, and now he is also calling for his assist. What will he produce? This may look like your garden variety martial arts expert, but I'm being told he's also a masseuse. The ninja masseuse certainly seems to be having an effect. Does science agree?
Yep, he's starting. There's no question he's starting to go to sleep.
Just over an hour in now, and Hamish is really in the box seat. Oh, and to make matters worse for Andy, he's about to lose Derek.
Oh, can't even keep a one-armed boyfriend.
Well, some good old-fashioned sleep sledging from Blake. That cuts deep for Lee. Blake, meanwhile, edges ever closer to a solo slumber party.
Okay, so here we're starting to get some quiet, and then he's definitely heading towards sleep.
Oh, action in the Lee camp now as he calls upon his distractor.
Yeah, down here with Andy, he's getting his distraction now. It looks like Vegemite. I'm gonna go with smell.
We've seen Lee use this distractor before. After he wipes the Vegemite under Hamish's nose, I don't think Blake will be a happy little Vegemite at all. Blake trying to run down the clock.
Time check on distractor, please.
Oh, well.
Run.
Oh, sneak attack from Lee. And, well, that Vegemite just do it.
Dr. Rappaport, the smell of the Vegemite. I don't know if you've ever smelled Vegemite.
I have indeed smelled Vegemite. I think it'll keep you awake. I think it was a good move on his part.
2 hours in, and even a once pumped-up crowd are now feeling the effects of this exhausting event.
We're definitely getting less activity here, and this is what it takes to go to sleep. Some quiet.
Ryan has an update from the floor. Ryan.
Yeah, the tension is unbelievably tense right now. You can cut it with a really good knife.
Well, while the Vegemite was a good distractor knowing Blake's infamous love of food, I think it's actually helping him get to sleep. Oh, wait a second. Dr. Rappaport is signaling something. Could this be it?
Yeah, I think Hamish is definitely headed for sleep. Definitely asleep now.
Dr. Rappaport is counting us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there it is, folks. After 2 hours and 23 minutes, Hamish Blake is our sleep racing champion. An excitable Ryan is with him now.
You must be just exhausted.
Oh, it's an absolute dream. I want to go back and dream. You snooze, you win. Yeah.
Well, we are way over time. Commiserations to Lee and congratulations to Hamish Blake on an amazing win. Like I always say, it's time to put this one to bed.
What a series. What an in sleep. Well, it's obviously not official yet until it's marked on the very expensive scoreboard.
Congratulations, Ham.
Thanks, Jack.
You've won.
Oh, look at this. Not a prop.
Apple.
Did you shake it? Did you shake it?
I didn't know if I was allowed to make a mess.
Pull down here. Straight out of the scenes. One thing we're very proud of over the last 10 weeks is we managed to purchase an ex-NYPD three-wheeled Toughmobile. It's just sitting outside.
Giving us so many good memories.
Yeah.
There she is. As always, unlocked, but obviously got the keys in it because the lights are on. But what a car. I mean, what a trip, really, when you think about it. And actually, look, I know this isn't weird, but do you guys mind if we just take one final spin in the car? I mean, it's just, I know it's not really... feel like reminiscing, and it'd be great to get back out in the car.
Grab a magazine, whatever it is.
Get back out into New York. We really won't be that long. I really appreciate this. Sorry. It's unorthodox, I know.
I don't think we have time to stop for snacks.
That's okay. I can last a few minutes.
Sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, it feels weird leaving the audience in the factory. Hope they're okay.
They'll be okay, mate. You're too sweet. Don't even think about it. We've got other thinking to do.
You're right. What a trip. We've met a lot of great people, haven't we?
Hard to wear that?
God, yeah.
The reason I'm standing here is because I'm worried he's going to hug you.
What would you rather have? A nice physique? Or would you rather eat a donut?
Donut sounds pretty good. Hey, are you just doing this to us because we're gullible Australians?
Well, you asked for it.
Your friend is an idiot.
Yeah. Been a good friend.
Wait, who is your friend?
We need to do the anal cleanse.
Oh, anal cleanse?
Oh, another missed anal cleanse opportunity.
Not sure about that, but it's not just the people we'll miss, it's the whole city.
Your wife is one lucky woman.
I actually don't have a wife, I'm single.
What? I don't know why the Ninja Turtles did this. It's very awkward.
How are you feeling, Hank?
I'm pre the bit where history is created.
Yeah, we learned that this vehicle could fly.
That's right, Andy. I guess we learned a lot of things.
Like how you're a terrible wingman and only a slightly better magician.
And I'm a really gorgeous baby.
He's a great dad.
But more than lessons, Ando, we've got memories. The best kind. Flat out, good old, look great in a montage memories.
a great night out there. Do stick around though, because Love Coach makes his final appearance for the season of Hamish and Andy. Don't go to bed, kids. Stick around.
Hamish had his gap year in New York City. Hamish just tipped a drink on a girl.
It's a party. We're celebrating early.
What's going on?
A huge, huge, beautiful gift from one friend to another, Andy. You know how you told me that you didn't want me to give up being your wingman?
Never said that.
Telepathically. Sometimes best friends don't even have to say it with words. Well, I'm getting those vibes from Andy's head right now as we speak. I've been, some may say, an amazing wingman this trip. Others may say brilliant. I'm not here to pick what adjective you use.
Pathetic.
All we know is as if we'd let the series finish.
Happy to.
Without your wingman spreading his wings one glorious last time.
Hey fans, disappointing. Shame we had to end like this. I know we all had visions of Andy draped in women like overcooked pasta so he couldn't move, but sadly the women have been like non-cooked pasta, just bouncing off him like dry sticks. Sticking. So we need something big.
Ultimate last ditch wingman.
You know how people are always saying, oh, I got it on my first ditch attempt? Yeah, me neither. That's why I've decided to go for a last ditch attempt. Last ditches. That's where all the honey is, or the honeys, as it may be. Let's do it.
Thanks, Ultimate Wingman, you're a great guy. Ando.
No.
Yeah, yes. The reason I'm looking at my watch is what we're about to do is very time specific. And if everything's worked out well, we were just about at the right time. We might turn around here. Why do I keep mentioning time? And because what I'm about to do is get your face out there one last time in the biggest way possible. We've said the word time a lot. Let's cross to the square that's also named after time. Times Square. Jack! Are you ready? There's a live shot of Times Square. You may remember, these are the billboards that I was able to hire for us to promote the show to Americans. Ando, it's time to get your face out there one last time. Man, your wife's a lucky woman.
No.
Yes, say it.
Okay, I don't have a wife. I'm single.
What? Yeah! Will now call you. We did it, Ando! You're rich with women! What a triumphant way to end! Okay.
Triumphant way.
There you go. Call in, girls. You got the number.
Thank you very much for watching Gap Year, anyone. We did not need that. Look, the radio show, I don't know what to say, to be honest.
I'll do it. The radio show concludes tomorrow from New York City. Thanks so much for being with us on the journey. We're having the best time ever. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.
Guys, you've got nothing else to do. Come on, keep watching. Go, go, go.
We don't want to appear needy, but please subscribe.
Hey, Ando, you know who subscribed recently? That big Japanese YouTube star.
Oh.
That everyone likes.
Yeah, great.
So she's on.
Yeah.
You get on.
Subscribe.